Have you ever imagined that billions of mealworms are being raised on large farms in China, and they can generate enormous profits? Let's explore how the farmers here process and utilize this insect. Don't forget to leave a number 1 in the comments. According to statistics from agricultural organizations in China, the annual production of mealworms in the country reaches millions of tons. While the specific numbers may vary each year, on average, China supplies about 80% of the global mealworm production. Provinces such as Hunan, Guangdong, and Fujian are key regions for mealworm farming, thanks to the tropical and subtropical climate that is ideal for raising this insect. Mealworm farms in China can be very large, with millions of mealworms raised in automated systems. A modern farm can house up to billions of mealworms. Mealworms are raised in plastic containers. What's interesting about this species is that they don't require as much space as larger animals like cows or pigs. The mealworm farming systems often have multiple layers or compartments, with each layer housing from thousands to millions of mealworms. These breeding areas are equipped with automated systems that help control temperature and humidity. The ideal temperature for raising mealworms ranges from 28 to 32 degrees Celsius, and humidity needs to be maintained between 60 to 70%. Air conditioning systems or cooling machines are used to maintain stable temperature and humidity conditions throughout the breeding process. Mealworms do not require direct exposure to sunlight. In industrial farming environments, light is typically controlled and adjusted according to their natural cycles. Artificial light is provided in the breeding compartments for a set period each day to help regulate the mealworm's biological cycle while ensuring they don't suffer from a lack of light. However, overly bright light can stress the mealworms, so light intensity should be adjusted accordingly. I still feel creeped out when I see them. Leave a 1 if you're the same. Workers at the farms directly feed the mealworms by hand, rather than using an automatic feeding system. The mealworm's diet mainly consists of rice flour, corn flour, and dried fruits for easier digestion. Workers check the amount of food and distribute it evenly into the breeding compartments to ensure each mealworm receives adequate nutrition. Additionally, workers also add animal protein-rich foods such as fish meal and soybean meal to promote quick and healthy growth. Feeding is done regularly every day to ensure the mealworms always have fresh, nutritious food. Workers monitor the mealworms' growth and adjust their diet accordingly, depending on the stage of development they are in. The mealworm is the larva of the darkling beetle, Tenebrio monitor. Each one can lay between 200 to 300 eggs throughout its lifetime, depending on the breeding conditions. These eggs are collected and incubated in controlled environments with regulated temperature and humidity. Typically, the incubation environment must maintain a temperature of 28 to 30 degrees Celsius and a high level of humidity to ensure proper egg development. When the eggs hatch, the larvae are raised in separate compartments to develop until they reach maturity. Mealworms are insects that develop rapidly, and the time needed for farming them to harvest is relatively short. From the moment they hatch from the eggs, mealworms undergo several developmental stages, including 6 molts, and within approximately 8 to 12 weeks, they reach full maturity and are ready for harvest. One of the main applications of mealworms is in the livestock industry, where they are used as feed for cattle, poultry, and aquaculture. Mealworms have a high protein content and are rich in fatty acids, making them an ideal feed source that enhances the quality and efficiency of animal farming. Additionally, mealworms are also used as pet food, especially for carnivorous animals or those that require a high-protein diet, such as birds, ornamental fish, or lizards. Furthermore, mealworms are applied in the human food processing industry. Although not yet widely popular, mealworms are already being used as an alternative protein source in food products such as snacks, protein powders, and ready-to-eat meals. Many studies have shown that mealworms are a sustainable and nutritious protein source that can help address global protein deficiencies in diets. Leave a number 1 in the comments if you find this video enjoyable. Mealworms are not only raised for food processing, but also have widespread applications in scientific research. They are often used in experiments to study the rate of consumption and the decomposition of organic matter. Researchers typically feed mealworms food such as bananas, apples, or vegetables, then monitor the time it takes for them to consume it. This experiment helps provide a deeper understanding of the mealworm's digestion and decomposition rates, particularly in processing organic matter in natural environments. Additionally, research helped scientists assess mealworms' ability to consume and transform organic waste, contributing to studies on recycling and environmental protection. In the United States, mealworms are becoming increasingly popular for purposes such as animal feed, human food, and organic fertilizer. Large-scale mealworm farms are being established in several states like California, Texas, and Colorado, where the climate is suitable for efficient mealworm production. American farmers primarily raise mealworms to produce protein powder for the poultry, aquaculture, and pet industries. Mealworms are highly nutritious, containing essential proteins and fatty acids that help animals grow healthily without relying too heavily on industrial feed. In addition, mealworms are also used in the food industry as an alternative protein source in products like protein bars, nutritional powders, and even dietary supplements. Furthermore, mealworm manure is highly valuable, rich in nutrients, and helps improve soil quality, making it widely used in organic farming. Thanks to its closed-loop and efficient farming process, mealworm production in the US not only brings economic value, but also contributes to reducing negative environmental impacts, aligning with sustainable development trends. Mealworms, also known as yellow mealworms, are the larvae of the darkling beetle Tenebrio molitor, widely raised and utilized across the globe. In China, the demand for mealworms is growing, especially in the fields of traditional medicine and animal feed production. Mealworms are considered a high-quality protein source, rich in essential amino acids, helping to improve the nutritional content of feed for livestock, poultry, and aquaculture. Globally, the use of mealworms is also rapidly expanding. In the United States, over 90,000 mealworm farms have existed since the 1980s, indicating strong interest in this alternative protein source. In the Philippines, more than 50,000 households are involved in mealworm farming, contributing to animal feed supply and improving livelihoods. Although there are no specific global consumption statistics for mealworms, the trend of using insects as a food and animal feed source is rising, particularly in the context of increasing protein demand and environmental pressures from traditional livestock farming.
An automatic pastry maker is the best choice for your kitchen. Have you snagged one yet? A speedy automatic dough cutter. This machine efficiently debones chicken breasts. Both skin and bones are removed in succession. Witnessing the production line of the indispensable Pepsi bottles for every household meal is a joyous spectacle like no other. How are these orange juice bottles packaged? The production line labels thousands of orange juice bottles simultaneously. The Unifiller L400 is the ideal and cost-effective solution for dosing and depositing bulk. It can be used to dose cake blocks like sponge cake, ice cream, fruit fillings with fruit chunks, orange marmalade, chocolate blocks, and many other types. Leave a number 1 if you're a fan of this baking conveyor belt. Max 2.0, stronger, more reliable, and packed with benefits for enhanced performance, safety, and hygiene. Still serving up that extra dash of flexibility for the ultimate end product. Facing that snake in the corner of the room was almost as terrifying as trying to understand how it swallows prey the size of its body or even bigger. The mysteries of this creature's dining habits are beyond me. Snake on the prowl. This fantastic meat mincing assembly line divides 120 portions of meat into trays every minute. These robot arms completely replace the human operators for these mundane tasks. The twin-screw extruder is a contraption used for mixing, kneading, and extruding pliable materials like plastic, rubber, and food. With its 2 counter-rotating screws, this machine efficiently blends and kneads materials. The CBZF2 is the cookie packaging assembly line equipped with automatic loading trays and stacking for multi-layered cookie packaging. It can seamlessly integrate with the production line to execute a fully automated manufacturing process without manual contamination in each component. Maybe you didn't know, but samosas are a type of pastry originating from Persia around the 10th century. Slices of meat are cut and loaded directly onto trays on the same assembly line. Then the meat is vacuum sealed to preserve its freshness and flavor. This versatile shaping machine will help you whip up a variety of dishes in no time. Drop a number 1 if you find this machine handy. The fully automated assembly line for fresh pasta tubes. This latest development will allow you to roll sausages swiftly and, if needed, throw in an extra skewer. Right, I'm picturing an outdoor barbecue party. The organizational solution within the sausage production assembly line. The MOD DF24 machine is designed to handle strawberries with the utmost care. It executes 3 sequential steps: sorting the berries, removing the stems, and separating the fruit from the stems. Over time, the flatbread making process has evolved, incorporating new technologies. There are so many flavors of ice cream here that just looking at them makes you feel a chill. Do you reckon these critters have been boiled and turned red, or are they naturally that color? Red snow crabs are oceanic treasures, prized for their sweet and succulent meat. These crabs fetch a tad higher price than others because they're a bit trickier to catch. That dough kneading machine is truly a marvel. I wonder how long these bakers would have to knead without it. This is how they whip up those gigantic loaves of bread. The RVF 330 is perfect for artisanal businesses that frequently switch up their meat varieties and quantities. It's as easy as pie with simple steps that anyone can master. This automatic pineapple peeler will save you a ton of time. Say goodbye to slicing each pineapple by hand and hello to owning this nifty machine. Do these freshly baked baguette loaves make you weak in the knees? "2,000 loaves of bread churned out per hour with this jaw-dropping production line." Drop a 0 if this video has you yawning from the sheer boredom. This machine has the knack for stuffing meat into molds and cranking out perfectly round hamburger patties. Pasta has been a staple in human diets for thousands of years, originating from ancient civilizations. Today, the pasta industry is worth billions of dollars, with Italy leading the world in both production and consumption of pasta. This is how they effortlessly slide the bread into the oven and pull them out with ease. This awesome assembly line has helped us whip up a nutritious breakfast in no time with just a few simple steps. Cheersonic offers a variety of ultrasonic food cutting devices that can be customized to meet the needs of customers. Coniferous is a dish of fascinatingly convenient contradiction. It's instantly gratifying. Just rip open the package and dig in. Yet behind that convenience lies a complex and meticulous production process that demands time and effort. Using this assembly line, you can churn out crunchy bars packed with various ingredients like peanuts, popcorn, and sesame seeds. Homemade peanut butter is the tastiest I've ever had, hands down. This process churns out perfectly fried French fries with a fully automated assembly line. This is how they package and brand them, from pristine peeled potatoes to sliced and thoroughly washed. This assembly line separates meat into chunks or slices. Quick and convenient. I'm absolutely cheesing over cheese. Visiting this production factory has made me want to apply for a job here. Drop a number 1 if you're feeling the same way. With just a simple twist, this handy tool turns ordinary onions into beautiful blossoms, adding an extra dash of allure to your dish. Ready to be dipped in crispy batter, these onion flowers promise a tantalizingly irresistible flavor. Watching the meticulous process of crafting a sweet potato sundae from start to finish is an incredibly delightful experience. Seeing each ingredient blend and transform under the skilled hands of the chef only amplifies our appreciation and trust in the dish's superb quality. Perhaps you didn't know that. Thanks to this modern machinery system, shrimp handling is faster than ever. The PCEKM product line is incredibly user-friendly, allowing you to cut meat, ribs, neck, bacon, rolls, roast, sausage, deli meats, cheese, productivity, up to 440 slices per minute. Grilled squid is a street food favorite in South Korea. Have you ever tried it? I'm definitely planning a trip to South Korea to indulge in the amazing flavors of life. Alright, it's time to fire up this automatic grill and get ready for a mouth-watering barbecue party. Drop a number 1 if you've watched the entire video. They plan to grind them without removing the bones. Don't fret, this machine will take care of it all for you. With its smart sorting system, bones will be automatically separated, ensuring safety and efficiency in the processing process. The meat slicer is the heart of the cooked meat slicing production line. Leaf skin proudly stands as one of the most sustainable packaging solutions today, reducing plastic usage by 80% compared to traditional methods. Opting for this assembly line means you're contributing to building a greener future for yourself and future generations. I'm absolutely cheesing over cheese. Visiting this production factory has made me want to apply for a job here. Drop a number 1 if you're feeling the same way. With just a simple twist, this handy tool turns ordinary onions into beautiful blossoms, adding an extra dash of allure to your dish. Ready to be dipped in crispy batter, these onion flowers promise a tantalizingly irresistible flavor. Watching the meticulous process of crafting a sweet potato sundae from start to finish is an incredibly delightful experience. Seeing each ingredient blend and transform under the skilled hands of the chef only amplifies our appreciation and trust in the dish's superb quality.